Good morning, welcome friends. I'm Jayshree from Nairobi, Kenya. It's pleasant to be here today morning. Let me start with a wonderful real life story. A monk of Ramakrishna Mission was interviewed by a journalist from New York. The journalist started interviewing the monk as planned earlier. Journalist asked, Sir, in your last lecture, you told us about the contact and the connection. It is really confusing. Can you explain? The monk smiled and apparently deviating from the question, asked the journalist, Are you from New York? Journalist say yes. Where are you from? Where is your home? The journalist felt that the monk was trying to avoid answering his question since this was a very personal and unwarranted question. Yet, journalist said, Mother has expired, father is there. Three brothers and one sister, all married. The monk, with a smile on his face, asked again, Do you talk to the father? The journalist looked visibly annoyed. The monk says, When did you talk to him last? Journalist surprisingly and expressing himself very annoying, maybe a month old. The monk says, do your brothers and sisters meet often? When did you meet last as a family gathering? At this point, sweat appeared on the forehead of the journalist. It seems that the monk was interviewing the journalist. With a sigh, the journalist said, We met last at the Christmas 2 years ago. The monk says, How many days did you all stay together? The journalist, weeping the sweat on his brows, said, 3 days. Monk, how many time did you spend with your father sitting right beside him? Journalist, looking perplexed and embarrassed, and started scribbling something on the paper. Journalist, I haven't seen and haven't talked with my father for a long time. Monk, did you have breakfast, lunch, or a dinner together? Did you ask how he was? Did you ask how his days are passing after your mother's death? The drop of tears started to flow from the eyes of the journalist. The monk held the hand of the journalist and said, Don't be embarrassed, upset, or sad. I'm sorry if I've hurt you unknowingly, but this is basically the answer to the question about contact and connection. You have contact with your father, but you don't have connection with him. You're not connected to him. Connection is between the heart and a heart, sitting together, sharing meal, caring for each other, touching the shaking hands, having the eye contact, spending time together. All your brothers and sisters have contact, but no connection with each other. The journalist wiped his eyes and said, Thanks for teaching me a fine and unforgettable lesson. And friends, this is the reality of today. Whether at home or in the society, everybody has lots and lots of contact on a mobile or on a Facebook, but there is no connection. Everybody is busy in their own world. Let us not maintain the contact, but let us remain connected, sharing, caring, and spending time with your near and dear ones. The monk was none other than Swami Vivekananda. $1 million message to start the morning today. Now, let's have a discussion. What's your take on it? The floor is open for everyone.
Time for anybody.
Yeah, it's a
Sorry?
big,
It's
uh,
very true. Nobody has time for anybody. Everybody is busy in their own world.
True.
Takeaway is make time for people you care about.
Yes, true. Pavini?
Only
exact.
connections is going to stay forever with you, and it will give you mental peace. Contacts won't give.
True. Yes. Pooja?
Everybody is so busy in moving in search of their materialistic things that nobody is realizing mental peace, the importance of mental peace, I believe.
True. Humaira?
Connection is important. It should not be lost with the family or any loved ones.
True. Puranji?
I
Strangely,
see children. I see parents, my mother taking the children to the park. Children are playing, mothers on the phone. Children are sometimes calling out, so busy on the phone. There is no connection these days, even with parents and children.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Puranji.
strangely, today I was looking at my WhatsApp, and recently I've changed my phone, and so many of my contacts which are there on WhatsApp, I have lost their names. So, but they're still there on my WhatsApp messages, which have been coming for years. So I went one by one and started looking at their faces and started putting their names. And I managed to activate my contacts, so many of them. Then I felt like sending some messages to few people. Particularly, I sent a message related to our talk tomorrow. And lo and behold, 3 or 4 people immediately responded, "Thank you very much. I would like to join. I love it." And I say, "How are you?" So it like, contacts were there, but the connection was not so strong. But deep inside, we had a connection. That's how the response came in very quickly. So we have to see that we need to reconnect with people more regularly, and we know them very well. We have great affections, but we have kind of lost in between. So from time to time, I want to go back to people and send some messages, and I know they will respond and they will love it, and they will get rejuvenated. Our connections, our connection will get reignited. There's a very good story you shown today.
Thank you, sir. Well said, sir. Yes, Mr. Captain Mehta.
Beautiful story, and very well said. It really touched my heart. And though I have heard this before also, but such stories, when you hear even again and again, it really touches your heart, because this is the reality of today. Whether you
Yes.
are at home or in the society, everybody has lots of contacts, right?
Yes.
There's a lot of contact, and there is no connection. Like Puran has said, going through the old contact list on the phone and things likewise. But how much connection we have with each other? And it is,
Yes.
one thing is a word of caution here. You may have 1,000, or nowadays with these latest phones, you may have couple of 1,000 contacts on your list, but at least the some of the people whom you love, you care for, there is a need for contact, connection also, besides being on their phone list. And I remember last week only, uh, I visited one of my batchmates from the Navy, and he hasn't been keeping well for last 2 years, and they stay in Powai, but because of, under the pretext of COVID, nobody is visiting each other, Mm. Now, COVID is the real thing, but at least to the few people whom you love, whom you have been grown up with, whom you have done masti and everything. So we just decided to look, Meenakshi, we are coming to your place for a lunch. Okay. And we went there. Believe me, that person who has not been well, he has never been, he used to play golf 3 times a week, for last 15 years, 20 years. And all of a sudden everything stopped. And because of the COVID,
suddenly a depression started coming in his things. And then once I met him, my God, it was like a lost friend again finding him back. And he was also,
Yes.
I mean, the whole family, both of us really kept hugging each other for the next 5 minutes after opening the door. And, we really, and now what happens is you are connected on phone, hello, hi, everything. That vibrations also travel by phone, there's no doubt. But the
Yes.
intensity of energy exchange during personal meeting is great, absolutely great. So this story, I found it absolutely so relevant today. Thank you so much, Jayshree.
In modern times, like even the Facebook friends we have, but hardly we have that personal connection, even from the Instagram or from the day-to-day life also. Dilip bhai?
What I feel is that you make an extra effort to connect. You forget that the other person is talking to you or not talking to you. You feel like talking, just talk on the phone or otherwise on WhatsApp and give a smile to each other, and your connection will be reintroduced. Because of the
Yes.
COVID or health reasons, you can't meet often, but just keep in touch and you make your own effort to get connected.
Yes. Shamaji, uh, she want to like to share.
Sorry,
thank
no,
you.
no.
No,
Oh,
thank you.
Rani.
Yeah, no, thank you.
Rani.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's start a meditation. Sit comfortable. Adjust yourself. Gently close your eyes. You may remove your spectacles. Listen to the instructions and follow. If you miss any, it's all right. Maintain a cheerful disposition. Take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. I'm a powerful being. I have a beautiful relationship with my mind. I keep it happy and stable in every situation. I look at how I'm feeling today. If there is any pain of the past, any loss, grief, failure, any unfulfilled desire that I've experienced, because of which my mind is not peaceful, You will now observe one situation of the past which has given you grief, pain, separation, failure, or any disappointment. Some people might be unfair to you. Situation has been challenging. I don't want to wait for a time to heal me of my past. Time cannot heal. I choose when to heal myself. I decided to heal now. With understanding that no one can hurt me. My past situations have been as they were meant to be. I created the hurt. It was my past karmic account. I had written that scene in my destiny when I did that karma. It's over now. It's over now. It's over now. Take a deep breath in and exhale. I forgive myself for the hurt I created. It's over. It's over. I forgive myself for the hurt I created. It's over. It's over. I am the master of my emotions. I am the master of my emotion. Your master who chooses always. I chooses who and what stays on my mind. My every feeling is in every situation. beyond, I go beyond the hurt that I've created in the past from today. It's a new karmic account of peace and happiness. Peace and happiness. I go beyond the hurt that I've created in the past from today onwards. It's a new karmic account of peace and happiness. Peace and happiness. Happiness is our true nature. Say to yourself, happiness is my true nature. Happiness is my true nature. I'm going to count from 1 to 5. When you're finished, express yourself with gratitude and come out slowly, filling yourself with radiant health and well-being. 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 'You're wide awake, feeling fine, in perfect health. Open your eyes, rub your palms, energize your body. Tap your head, your body. Feeling better than before. Share your experience, friends. Thank you, Puranjit. Thank you, Loretta.
Jayshree, it was very powerful. It was
Thank you.
beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Shamaji. Thank you,
It was great.
Bhavini.
Really, thank you. It was very good.
Captain, you're muted, sir. Unmute.
Right. Very beautifully guided meditation. And when we reflect in life, how often we observe and take warning from our misfortunes of others. So
Yes.
your beginning was to heal yourself instantly, was very powerful. And when we reflect in a life, there is a always misfortune around us or misfortune among other people. So to acquire knowledge, one must study, but to acquire wisdom, one must observe. So
Yeah.
it was a very nice guided meditation where we again learn to observe our grief, misfortune, and say, yes, it's over, over, over. Now,
Yes.
So the one studies to acquire knowledge, but to gain wisdom, one requires observation skill. And that is what you shared today. I feel my observation skills have become even sharper after this meditation.
Great, sir. Thank you. Dilip bhai, unmute yourself.
I'm still going through the process and relieving myself. I'm going through a beautiful process of meditation. Just it doesn't complete.
What he says, ye dil mange more.
Correct. I think
Yes.
you have used the right word, sir.
Umaji, maybe she's not. Pooja, Bhavini,